Hey everybody, and welcome to the fifth episode in the Sphoxie porting from the UDK to Unreal Engine 4 development blog. I've decided I actually did do the race mode in the last video. I was like hesitating whether I should do it or not, and in the end I decided might as well just do it. Found an easy way of doing it. Everything is plugged in and it works. So time, it records your time, it knows what place you got and everything. I also added some bad guys, and I kind of cleaned up the save system. So I'm gonna show you the bad guys first. I deleted the save that was using before, so I have a fresh start. So I'm running it as a standalone this time instead of the editor, just to see how it's different. It's a lot smoother, that's for sure. So intro, I turned down the lighting a bit just for fun. None of the lighting and stuff is final. So I have a bad guy on each of the platforms except for that one. So far I only have 4 bad guys. The face dude. So he has a few faces and he just takes away your time and he's going to shake up the screen a bit when he's ready. I've been experimenting with some of the materials, like his smiley face is bright and has some kind of reflection. It's pretty cool. And then this is the white eye, and then he's gonna affect your vision somehow. Off the cliff. Anyways, let's continue. And then there's the other eye. He will darken your vision. And then, yeah, so they have different stages of animation depending on how fast. And they talk! Well, not really, but they have the text on top of them. The text is not 3D, but I just turned a 2D text 3D. I'll show you how that is. But it's still affected by motion blur. Oh, that was a cool bad guy. I didn't get to show it properly. Anyway, so the bad guys are there. Controlling with the controller is much easier because you have sensitivity. On the keyboard, it's just 0 to 100. That be tearing. Alright, so I beat the level, and then I can do race mode. Ooh, beat the level, 3 stars. Yeah, I didn't fall. I'll restart the level, and then I'll get access to race mode. Why is it stuck on loading? Oh, that took a long time. Alright, race mode. Oh, I didn't even get to show the interface. Oh no, it's going to autosave. Don't autosave. Go back. Oh man, I lost 2 seconds. So race mode. Wait, I'm gonna restart that. So wow, okay, awkwardness. Why is the loading so slow compared to the in editor? Anyway, so this new screen has the stars for the race mode, so there are 3 stars you can get. I mean, if you get best time, obviously you're gonna get all the other stars. And these are the times to beat. For the first level, they're really, really generous. They're gonna be changed. And then the point is to go from from the beginning to the exit as quickly as possible, but you don't have to worry about the bad guys or the yellow cubes because they get deleted upon race mode. So let's try it out. Skip the intro because yeah, and then let's go. Oh, I forgot to set those bad guys to be deleted, but the face guy gets deleted. These are new, I just implemented them, and then so there's this cool dude. And don't fall. And I fell. Restart. Because, yeah. Also, if you fall off, I don't make it auto-lose like before. Because, hey, you can go as long as you want. So just as in the normal game, you start off with normal game, you have 7 minutes to do everything. I mean, you can get more time. But in race mode, like after 7 minutes, it's just going to tell you, it's just going to give up for you. It's going to tell you time's up, try again. I think the fastest I did this level was like 19 seconds. Up. Right on the edge. And then yeah, so since my best time was less than a minute, I got the new best time, got a better time. I didn't get a better time, good time, so I can just keep playing until I get those. But I did get the 3 stars. and it all updates in the menu. So I got 3 stars in the normal and in race mode, and it all works out. So let's check out some of the blueprints. Um, so what is new? Alright. Let's check out the bad guy blueprints. So the most advanced one is the white eye, because I kind of replicated them a bit too early and then started noticing a bit of errors. But yeah, it's really based on the event hit, and I can tell if it's being hit by the pawn or everything else. When it's hit by the pawn, it it gives its hit face on the bad guy. It's with this eye, it's the red eye when the eye turns completely red. And then so I just switched the mesh. I have 4 meshes that I switch to. And then here it's these are the text. So how I handle the make the text 3D-ish is I just do it a lot, because I don't know of a system to give you 3D text, and then this way I can create as much text as I want. So here, like, I just have an array with text, and then I can just keep adding. I could add 100, and if I was to do like 3D models, I wouldn't have to render each one or have a different texture for each one. It gives me a 3D look. It looks good from far away, and then it's dynamic. I don't know if it's performance wise it's good, but I mean, it looks good, it feels good. And with the spring arm, so if something was to come and drop on top of it, the hello would go down until it hit the object, the box itself. So that's pretty interesting. And then yeah, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna play in the viewport, and so we can kind of see the kismet. I mean the blueprints. Oh my lord, this is slow. Alright, 7 minutes so far. Yeah, remixing the viewports. So the general idea is just to kind of see its general loop. Okay, it's already selected. So I should start encountering him right now. No. And then we'll kind of see. So when we wake him up, it's not going fast enough to go to the more severe eye. So when he wakes up, he just goes through here, and it's like, hey, I see you, and he does a little text. But if we actually make him move a bit more, the path changes and it goes to this upper one, where it then goes to the third eye, and then cycles down the animation. Oh, damn it, I made it touch. Right, so here well, it cycled down. So here it's gonna cycle down and with the delays until it goes back to its normal, and then when we touch him, he turns into the red eye, so he passes that condition and goes up here. And then it cycles down the other animations. Also, when they touch you, you lose time. And then there will be a secondary effect. And then, so that's how it works. I mean, it needs a little bit more cleaning up, but that's pretty much the loop of the bad guy. Yeah, and then so it's just a bunch of gates, compares, sequences, and set hidden or set mesh. The set hidden is for the text to make it appear and disappear, and we just cycle between the meshes based on the conditions, and the real condition is this. So it has to have an impact greater than 5, because I divided down so I could have small numbers for the first eye, and then well, the second eye, and then this one for the third eye has to be greater than 15. That can be changed a lot based on how much you want him to have to move first before he opens up the other eye. And I was talking about the saving and loading. So in the saving, I've added the saving for the race. So it's basically like the old system from before. It's pretty much exactly the same, except I have a thing to know if you got best time, good time, or better time, and then it just saves as needed, and then it also saves the stars separately for the racing. This was okay. This was okay. It was just getting stuff local. That was annoying. So I made some local variables so that when you restart, it doesn't take the old stuff. It knows that you beat the stuff, and it will just give you your last stuff that you got before. The scores and stuff, it's a bit messy, but this is where everything actually gets calculated. So when you win the race, it also sets a current time thing, a local time for the specific level inside the level, and then it gives you your time, and then it figures out if you've not beaten any times, if you got the best time, better time, or the good time. I can actually change the text for each one separately. Gives you your stars. It sets the current time to whichever time you got. Plays a little animation in the UI, and it sends it all up. And then, is there anything else? I think that's pretty good for now. So now actually, like the next step for me really. Wait, actually, there's one step I wanted to show. This is what I cleaned up. Actually, yeah, here's where I cleaned up. Because before I was actually saving all the stuff, and I realized I didn't have to. I can just keep them in the array. Because before, like for example, I had set bool here for each of these variables, and I realized I don't actually need to do that. Because the way that the system handles it, it's okay. Like I just use the index plus the arrays, and then I can just send the appropriate variable to the loading instead of just having a set version, because this thing here would have just been forever long. Like if I had 99999, this would be an endless list, and this way I can have this list clean and just use the arrays plus the index to distribute everything. But yeah, so I have all the major systems in place, the racing, most of the bad guys, and everything. So now what I'm going to start doing is just filling in all the remaining levels, and then I'll have a better version, and then from there on I'll just tweak, and polish until everything is good enough to be released. And then that should be about it for me, because like once everything is in, I can play around with the aesthetics more and just tweak, make sure everything feels right, and then add everything else that's missing. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in episode 6. I like this effect. Yeah, so feedback, comments, anything is welcomed. Ciao guys.